Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. We're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. We're going to take you all the way back to the Wayback Machine where I got involved in all this crap with, and we're just going to read some letters tonight. That's it. It's just going to be nothing but seeing the shenanigans and the goofy crap that's going on. Hey, Rosalind, what you up to, girl? I think I'll invite Rosalind over if she's interested. She didn't even have to show up on camera. I'll even hide myself if she's interested in coming by. What I'll do is I'll send her out an invite because she is one awesome lady. One awesome lady. And if my audio starts going wonky, she can maybe let me know that it's gone wonky. This the past couple of nights, it's gone absolutely bonkers. It's gone absolutely bonkers. Let me see if I can get this to pull up. There we go. Hit her up on the Twitter sphere. There we go. There it is. There we go. That should work. That should work. All righty. Give me just a second. I need to go grab some stickers. Hold on. I'll be right here. Just give me a second. There we go. Awesome. We've got now I did gift out some memberships there to all you wonderful folks that got those. I think Robert Ward was one of the first ones to get the membership there. Thank you, Robert Ward. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. No, it's always appreciated. I'm able to give out 10 of those a month. And so that's what I was doing there. And thank you so much. And Wender Bender, how's it going? It is so good to see you, and thank you so much. Way to get this thing fired off. And I'll be reading the super chats in between all this stuff. But like I was saying, I wanted to take this way back to September 8th. September 8th of this year. And it was crazy. It was a crazy, crazy night. It just all, it was about 10:30 in the morning, and I get this weird email. Hey, Mayor Dan, good to see you, man. Oh man, good to see you, Mayor Dan, the man. He's an awesome guy. So, in September 8th, 2024, I was chilling out. I was finishing up, a lot of what I was covering on the Hales. I was mostly interested in what was going on with this wacky deposition, crazy judge. I had the wonderful Mo in the Deep End was hanging out. We were just having fun, enjoying it, and watching this. And she was enthralled by it, but she wasn't in any way any bit concerned with it. And that night, I think it was around that time. I told her, I said, I'm sort of done covering the Hale stuff. I had no idea that there was an actual lawsuit happening at the time. That wasn't my concern. And then I received this email, and it comes popping in, and it was addressed from Ducey. It was sent to me, to Dave, Super Dave, and two Cankle Twins, and I don't know who this other person is. There's a couple other people here that didn't want to be named in all of this. And this is the email I got. Dear Sissy Listener, I see you jumped on the gravy train of replaying my client Michelle's Preston deposition video, which has no relevance to anything being broadcast by the What the Hell should humiliate, harass, and bully her. Instead of helping Jeremy Hills destroy the lives of elderly, disabled, poor neighbors, and a 4-year-old child to generate YouTube content and views, why not choose to cover this story from an objective standpoint? The two Cankles guys and their views have quadrupled. Are you only interested in lazy content for larger view numbers regardless of whether you're helping or harming others? I hope you consider changing your approach to covering this story, and I will invite me on to address this story from the other side, and in particular this deposition and Hale's purpose in rebroadcasting it at this time. Yeah, that was the email that I received. I had no idea who this guy was. I wasn't doing anything that I thought was helping Jeremy Hales. I was watching something that was interesting. I found it interesting. I found the tale very interesting. My response was very simple. Well, unless, you had stupid Dave that came in there, and his response was very well said. I don't know who this guy is either. And my response was pretty simple. I simply said I would try to say something intelligent in response, but I am a complete artard. I have no idea who Tool Horless is, and I am an idiot that watches things that interest me. I don't know who you are, and I honestly don't care. I do reaction videos to multiple issues. If you find that offensive, well, go get screwed. If you don't like what I comment on, then there's the door. Open it, walk out. Don't let it hit you on the way out. As being elderly also, if another old person doesn't like what I comment on, well, they change the freaking channel. That's what we normally do. So stop trying to attack an old man. I hope this is the last I hear from you, but if you wish to engage, I'll report you for elder abuse, or you could just find a hole to crawl back into. Go screw yourself with all the vigor that you decided to attack me with. And I responded to everyone that was in that email chain. And then it got a little crazier, because he decided that he was going to not bother me anymore for a little bit. And he came out with another email not too long after that. It was in October. I just sort of wasn't really listening to him and was like, just sort of doing my own thing. I actually had sent that email off to Tug and Megan. I said, "Who in the hell is this guy?" And I just ignore him. I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, I saw that their names are on there. And then I got a little bit of insight of who this person was, that he was reaching out to people that had anything to do with the Hales to try to get on their channels. And I was like, well, I don't know why somebody would want to get on my channel. I've just got a few hundred. I don't even think I was at 1,000 at the time. I was just kicking along and just having a good time. A lot of you people were here from the beginning of that. And then around October, he sends out a new email. And it was a little weird. Because no, I'm sorry, I take that back. It was in September of 2024. He sent another email. There was another response after that. And he included me and this person, I don't know who it is, named Brian Steele. And this is what his email was. "Hi, Brian. It's just a matter of time before this story is reported in mainstream legal media and likely even broader coverage by tech and the internet medias. There's never been a situation like this. The legal media reporter who covers this story will be invited on numerous YouTube channels for legal analysis on an ongoing basis. Several that are covering the story on their LawTube channels are CG'd here. Two Cankle Twins, Stupid Dave, began covering it to expose the true story of how the Hale's YouTube channel has become dedicated to destroying the lives of its owners, bad neighbors, based on the false reality Jeremy Hale's invented for content on his channel to increase interest, views, and revenues. The umbrella guy, Megan Fox, writer, is easily within under among the numbers of the channels that act as extensions of What the Hales, by covering its fake reality story, thereby also profiting from the cyberbullying, harassment, invasion, and privacy, humiliation, and mocking of the bad neighbors, who are actually private individuals whose lives have been destroyed by this. They justify this covering a public interest story under the guise of journalism and parody. But it's nothing more than cheap, lazy content to make money at the expense of helpless poor people who are easy targets and whose lives have become content fodder for these channels. A major part of the storyline is that this neighbor is an unfit mother for her 4-year-old adopted daughter. Such the fans as these YouTube channels have made more than 24 anonymous CPS reports resulting in live visits, all finding no abuse. The latest twist is fabrication of an emergency removal proceeding, supposedly in progress, a terrifying notion, albeit untrue, but content-generating storyline intended for his audience to believe. Well, there's a number of lawyers and YouTube hosts covering this for no regard for the professional comportment, such as joining Judge Grudd's storyline attacking a sitting Florida state court judge as biased and corrupt. Well, by the way, this is a judge that was removed for being biased and corrupt. And some actually involved in the events. They're newsworthy for their actions in relation to this. One lawyer was roped into making an outrageous filing seeking to access sealed adoption file on behalf of the sister of the child's biological father, whom she has never met. Well, yeah, because the child was... We'll go into that at some other time. This is so Hales that falsely tells audience right now in the courts there's an emergency. Proceeding to remove Harley Grace and place her with her biological aunt. Well, this is false. Several practicing lawyers with YouTube channels, including two of them, CC Law Legal Advices, have jumped on the bad neighbors, gravely trained coverage of their own channels, all refusing to present any version. No version. Oh, which one do you want me to hit there? The left or the right one? I've got two of them here. This one or the other one?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Which one can
There
you
we
hear
go.
me
Yeah, I got you on this one.
on? Okay.
This story will be ongoing for a long time, as much litigation will be generated from it. It also attaches separate state court filing lawsuits against What the Hells and two other YouTubers who have misappropriated Hell's victim imaging likeness for their YouTube thumbnails to generate views of their videos. So these are the emails that I received. Best regards. And of course, he attaches all this other crap to it.
Uh-oh.
Attachments. Well, and there's no reason to pull those up because this was the original lawsuit that was filed. This is the memorandum and memo, and I didn't know about any of this stuff. I had no clue what exactly was what was going on with this.
Uh-huh.
And because I did reach out to a couple of people that were covering it and knew a little bit more about what was going on, they were like, oh yeah, there's a lawsuit that's happening. I was like, okay, well, lawsuit's happening. So I responded. I think it was the next day. Yeah, the next day at 4:00 in the evening. And it was a very long, detailed email.
Oh dear.
And this is what set everybody on fire.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm competing with Rosalind right now. Just so you guys know, I am competing with Rosalind. She's got the real sparkly one, and I've been trying to really get mine going
Oh,
here
look
good.
at you go.
I know, isn't it gorgeous?
Looks
It's almost
fantastic.
I know,
Wow.
We're working on it. It's getting there.
No, I like it.
And
like
so yeah, thank you, darling. So how have you been doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
Oh, I've been busy with real life. Work has been keeping me crazy busy. And of course, the wife is out of town for the next couple of days.
Oh.
And
uh-oh.
Well, it's not a bad thing. She just had some conference or something like that she had to go to. So, which isn't uncommon. It's not like, oh, big deal. It's just like, yeah, she's at a conference. So it's just, the next couple of days. Well, I think she'll be back tomorrow night. So like I said, no biggie. One night without the wife that I have to watch the puppies, and make sure that they're fed and all that kind of stuff.
Oh. See, that's what I get my husband when I go out of town. He eats all the things that I won't eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
My wife always wants to have vegetables, and I told her this year I'm doing the carnivore.
Nice. I'm a big carnivore fan.
Yeah, I'm all about the meat. It sounds so dirty.
Okay.
Or the wife says she can't eat. Well, she tries that. So were you aware that I had these emails in the first place?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I mean, you were watching Megan and Tug, weren't you?
Yeah.
Sort of, and Vices and all those fine folks.
Sure. Well, maybe not at the time, but I've known since. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the sort of my intro, the intro for the morning stream is the one with Megan and Tug where they're actually reading these letters online.
Uh-huh.
Which I just said, Megan said, hey, can you send those to me? And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't care. It's just like, I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to, this bonehead. I had no idea. I honestly really had no idea. And the more that I've dug into it, I've realized how much of a hot mess this guy is. Like,
Oh, for sure. For sure.
it's not a small amount. And the people that he's got involved in this are even worse of a hot mess.
Well, you know, I joke about it. It's what the hell is it's the case that launched 1,000 channels.
And
There's
and it,
so many people in this. I'm just like, I don't even understand the connection on half of them. But
I
okay.
well, and I don't really pay attention to a whole lot of what's going on outside of what I'm doing. Because luckily I've got people like Max that says, "Hey, guess what? This came in," or "Check this out," or "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "Cool," and I check it out, and
Right.
see what's up with it. But
Yeah.
my bandwidth, because I do work a regular 9 to 5 job, I really
You have a
never have
job?
time. Yeah, it's amazing. I have people that are like, "Do you ever sleep?" I'm like, "Yes, I sleep at least 4 hours a night. That's usually how much I sleep." So
Yeah,
I do.
that's not good.
What?
We need maybe just try to get a little bit more.
Why?
Well, okay.
I mean,
We're not.
I don't have an alarm clock.
I get it. I get it. Now I've
I
got my
just I
internal clock too, but
Yeah, I
oof,
go to sleep and then I wake up and I do a stream and then I work and then I go
mhm.
for long walks with my wife. Except for tonight, I went for a long walk by myself. It was so lonesome.
It's so
Um,
sad.
but usually that's what I'm doing is just I spend time with my wife in the evenings, and I had to work out a new schedule just because I needed it. Yeah, rinse and repeat. That's exactly it, Steve. It just you just sort of do your thing. Now my wife, she sleeps a lot. I mean, she gets like 9, 10 hours of sleep or some crap like
Oh,
that.
that's nice. Oof.
That's probably why she doesn't mind me doing this. And there's times that I'm laughing so hard that she'll send me a text and be like, "Can you close the door
Yeah,
so I
can you
don't have
shut
to
up?
hear it?" Shut up. Especially whenever I really get laughing. Oh, it gets so
Oh yeah,
bad.
I can
It gets
only
so
imagine.
bad.
Hey, chat, I can't, I'm on my phone, so I can't really see who's saying what, and I just wanted to say hello, not trying to ignore you because I
Oh,
don't want to be that guy.
she doesn't ignore you. Don't worry about it, chat. She's not ignoring you. She's sending all of her love and all of her
Yes,
kisses.
yes, I just can't type and talk at the same time on my phone, apparently.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Everybody does say hello. They do.
yeah.
They do like
Well, I
showing
didn't
you
mean to
love.
derail you.
No.
Where are you going? What's next?
Oh,
What are we talking
well,
about? Can I
the
just
next
say,
one.
I got a visual while I was listening tonight, probably for the first time, which is weird, that I'm visualizing Bruce with braces and headgear when you do his voice.
I don't think the headgear would fit over the nose.
I don't think it has to fit over the nose, just but
I
that's
was
all I could
picturing more. I
see.
was picturing more of a jock strap kind of headgear whenever you said that.
Oh, uh, oh, okay.
Putting it on backwards because he talks out his ass all the time. I don't
Oh,
know. I mean, just
shoot.
saying.
No,
See?
no, it's just a visual I got. I was like, I kind of went to like, what was that movie? Was it 16 Candles with the girl with the headgear? Wasn't it? God, she's famous and her brother's
Oh,
famous. He did Gross Point Blank. What was his name?
oh
God,
God.
help me out.
Oh,
Um, Gross
I,
Point Blank. What else did he do? He did Say Anything. Uh, but his sister, had the headgear and she was trying to drink out of the water fountain.
yes.
That's the visual
Oh,
I got.
oh my gosh. Yeah. It's, oh, yeah. Yeah. I know who you're
John
talking about.
Cusack.
So,
Yes.
yes.
Joan. Yeah,
Joan
John
Cusack.
and Joan.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you,
Yes.
whoever starts with an S that I can't see the rest of.
Gets a sore throat and goes to the proctologist. That was Well, we got Steve Robillard that sent that. So thank you,
Oh, thank
Steve.
you. Thank you, Steve.
Yes. Yeah, Cusack. Yeah. What's come with this smell of bacon? That's nice. So that email that he sent, I did not realize, because I don't usually get, emails that have a whole bunch of people tagged in them. And I read this, and I just read what his thing was, and I was just like, oh, good Lord, what in the hell is this guy going on about? And so I did respond to him, and this was my response. Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Bubbles, do you think I should add the music? I think I should add the music.
Oh, definitely add some music.
Yeah, gotta add the music. Now, I didn't have this at the first time, but I do have music for it now. Oh, no, the wrong music.
No, I don't think that fits. Unless you're doing the Tarantino version.
There you go, the Tarantino version. What is yeah, start talking shit. So I did write a response. Now, I won't be wearing the helmet for every single one of these, but because this thing does start hurting the head after a little while. But
yeah. It does.
We're gonna get strapped in here for this. All right, here we go. Dear Bubbles, well. Look who's back at it again, crafting another intricate tale of intrigue, deception, and apparently world domination via YouTube. Truly, this saga of yours is shaping up to be the drama of the decade. Who needs Netflix when we've got you, Bubbles? I mean, the dedication alone is admirable, but let me save you some time and breath. Your latest episode flopped, ratings are down, plot holes are glaring, and honestly, the protagonist is a bit of a mess. You've got everything except, facts. First off, let me break this down in a way even your inflated sense of self-importance can digest. My channel, Shizzy Wisnut, is not some grand cog in the conspiracy machine you've invented. I do reaction videos. Yes, Bubbles, reaction videos. You know, the kind where you watch publicly available content, emphasis on publicly available, in case that detail slipped past your razor-sharp legal mind, and wait for it. React. Wild, right? And yeah, what the hells has been popped up here and there, but it's literally just a small piece of a much bigger pie, which has become a much bigger pie. The ideal that I am somehow a Hales henchman in a global YouTube conspiracy, well, that's stuff of a daytime soap, my friend, and not even a good one. More like the kind you catch at 2 a.m. on a forgotten cable channel while suffering from insomnia. Speaking of fantasies, I remember that time you went full tilt and decided to attack a mentally challenged old guy. That'd be me, in case you missed the memo with your carefully curated list of made-up nonsense. Good times. You really threw yourself into that one. The performance was a bit over the top, though. I mean, false accusations and baseless implications. Come on, Bubbles, where's your sense of subtlety? You swung hard, buddy, but you sadly struck out again. I've got to hand it to you, though. You've got the persistence of a door-to-door salesman who won't leave after I've already said, no, bitch, I don't need your overpriced motherfucking vacuum cleaner. And then there's this latest gem, your grand narrative about the deposition. Yes, your piece de resistance. Bubbles, buddy, this isn't some big bully operation. I know you wanted to play the victim card here. A role you've gotten pretty cozy with, but I hate to break it to you, it's not working. Those attacks you're so worked up about, all straight from the horse's mouth. Miss Preston, or whatever she's decided to go by this week, does she have a stage name now? Something like Shucker of the Second Coming of the Corn would really suit her. Gave those statements herself. So unless you're suggesting she bullied herself, which would be quite the plot twist, I'm afraid your argument holds about as much substance as the gray matter between my ears. There's not a whole lot there. Let's address this bizarre notion you've got that I'm just chomping at the bit to have you on my channel to launch some kind of hit piece on another YouTuber. Oh, Bubbles, bless your sweet little heart. I thought it was only the mentally challenged one here. Me. I get it. You want your moment in the spotlight, but trust me, no one is dying to tune in to watch you flop around like a fish out of water trying to make your case. I mean, really. You've got a better chance of being a staff attorney for Judge Grudge, that had to be removed from the case, by the way, than landing a spot on Shizzy Wisnut to play out your vendetta. I'm here to entertain, not air out your personal grievances. You keep asking, I keep saying, no, bitch, no thanks. It's like you're trying to sell tickets to a turtle sanctuary where I'm the main attraction. I don't want to attend. So with all due respect, and that's minimal, you can stop auditioning for a guest spot. You're just not the content I'm looking for, Bubbles. But oh, the irony of you lecturing me on cyberbullying. Now that's truly rich. You, the guy who's made sport out of launching attacks baseless, wild, and often downright laughable, and which you're in a lawsuit now over. Amazing how that works. On anyone who doesn't fit into your manufactured version of events. You've thrown more poop than a bucket that was overfilled, and somehow you're surprised it keeps splattering back on you. It's almost pathetic. I wanted to say pathetic, but poetic it works too. And look, I'm all for a good story. I do love a bit of drama, and who doesn't? But Bubbles, your script needs work. You've got all the makings of a classic soap. The unhinged villain, that's you. The imaginary conspiracy, the tragic victim, again, somehow also you. But the pacing is off. The narrative just doesn't hold up under even the slightest scrutiny. It's like watching someone rehearse for a play in which the audience already knows the ending, and spoiler alert, it's not going to end well for you, dumbass. And as much as you'd love for this deposition to be a shocking revelation of the evil deeds of the Hales Empire, I'm guessing that's what you're going for here. It isn't really just a case of Miss Preston doing a bang-up job of implicating herself. I know it's disappointing when reality doesn't align with your fiction, but them's the breaks, bitch. You just can't rewrite the story every time the facts don't fit. Well, you can, of course, but the rest of us, we're just over here laughing at your ass. So here's the deal, Bubbles. You can keep up this bully campaign of yours, but let's be honest, it's not working. You're flailing, and the more you flail, the more you show your hand. Not sure that you should be exposing what is in it. There are kids around. You've come after me. You come after others, and each time it's like watching someone try to win a chess match by eating all the pieces off. You don't look smart, dumbass. You look desperate. Here's the thought. Maybe give it a rest. Take a breather. Drink some chamomile tea and just let it go. I know it's tough to imagine life without stirring up drama, but you might find it's actually pretty nice. You know, peace and quiet, no lawsuits, no fake depositions, no wild accusations, just an idea. In the meantime, I'll be here doing what I do best, reacting to the stuff that matters and laughing at all the stuff that doesn't. Guess which category you fall into. Strapping on my Velcro shoes and going to go play catch in the street. Don't worry, I have my safety gear on. Shizzy Wisnut. That was my response that got it all set off.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that right there that just really drove him up the damn wall.
That's cute.
Well, I guess it was. I mean, I wasn't trying to, do anything except for have some fun. It was mainly just a troll, and he totally
Well,
fell for
okay.
it.
And so what I'm seeing, and because I don't know if you're aware of this ongoing conversation with Mr. Volpe, and Mr. Lickman or whatever his name is. We
Dick Lickman.
Dick Lickman, and you know, I think what we have here is a severe case of last word.
Mm.
I got to be the one that says something. I got to say something else. I got to say it. I got to say one more thing, and it's just like, really, really.
Well, and no, and it goes deeper than that. No wiggles here. Eat crayons, poor Marine. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bastard.
Sorry, poor Marine.
Oh no, we love that guy. Thank you, Doug. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Laughing is what he is. Yes. Well, and no, it is one of those where it is the last word kind of syndrome. And that's why I just don't even respond to what is Megan call him? Darth Touch? I don't respond to him. There's no need to.
Okay, so now I'm confused. Which one is Darth Touch?
Oh, that would be Big Vile PP or Volpe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We call him Mickey.
You call him what?
Mickey. Mickey and Dickie.
Mickey and Dickie. Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, I don't see. That's the thing. I realized that they are actually completely irrelevant to all of this. And all they're looking for is to grift off of it, make money off of it, and they honestly don't care. They'll use and abuse anybody that gets in their way, because this is their MO.
Well, and I think what we have also is we have a case of another David Gingras who is trying to use the internet to do the research for him. So,
Oh yeah.
you know, uh, Mickey didn't even know who George was. I'm like, you've been paid $10,000 to investigate this story or this case or these people, and you don't know who George is.
Yeah.
What are you
He's
doing?
yeah, they're trying to raise money to cover his story, which just to me sounds like really sleazy, because that leaves you biased towards whoever is paying you the money. Hey, Tug Raiders, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, and so whenever I saw that, I was just like, yeah, this guy right here is not. He doesn't know what's going on. Tug, great show, great raid. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Yes, it was. Tug had a really good show
Hey,
tonight.
Tug
I was
Tug.
I was watching in the background. Welcome, Tugs Thugs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Janice Wingfield. I sent Lynette's Despo.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, there's that too.
Desperation. I sent Lynette's Depot to my two attorney cousins. They asked me, what the hillbilly hell did I just watch? They couldn't believe anyone would act that way in a depot. Exactly. I've been remiss. I haven't shown this to my
Okay, I
wife.
don't
Thank
know if
you.
it's your mic or if it's me.
It could be me.
Are
Could
you
be
are
me.
you
Mine.
sounding like a robot?
If chat says I'm sounding like, well, it could be you, that, because you were sounding a little bit robot-y. But
Oh,
chat
so it's
usually will
totally
say
me. Okay.
it could be, yeah. And if you
Well,
have to
my
go,
apologies.
no hard feelings. No hard feelings. I
Oh,
mean,
he's
mine
just
mine
trying to get
does.
rid of me.
No, I know. I don't want to get rid of you. Sticky Widget gifted 5 memberships. Everybody thanks
Sticky
Sticky Widget for
widget.
that. I love that name. It's so awesome. Sticky Widget.
No, it is. It is great. Sticky widget's awesome.
Thank you, Sticky Widget. There you go. Right there. This thing is going to get all sparkly by the time this is all done. And
I
Sister
think it's
Sal
fantastic.
with a $5 super chat, she's saying this here, hello, this here be a tug red. We come a rolling on in here, saying, showing you some love. Thank you so much for
Tugs,
the
thugs in
$5
the
love.
house.
Yeah, we love Tugs Thugs. He's good people. It's unfortunate that Meg had a family emergency and couldn't be with him
Yeah,
tonight, because that just sucks. That just sucks so bad.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm sure we'll hear more about it tomorrow. Uh, yeah, we were talking about doing a stream this morning. She said, I can't. I'm not doing too well. And then she said, then a little bit later it was just like, I got medical emergency, gotta go.
Yep.
Like, oh, sorry. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Oh yeah. So no, it's yeah, the deposition on that was you have to remember that people don't normally act like this in a deposition. It's like it's so far beyond. But whenever that deposition was being taken, that was during all of the coof lockdowns and stuff, and and these video depositions, a lot of people don't realize that you're supposed to act like you would, just like you're in court. Oh, the mic is acting weird again. All right. Give me a second. I'll be right back. It only takes me a second to come back in.
Okay.
Studio. Leave.
Hey, chat. I can see you, but I can't respond to you, so I can just try to read what you're saying and respond to that. Thank you, Tug Raiders, for coming in and checking in. Appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday.
There we go. I hope that
Okay.
works. I
Yeah,
hope that
no,
works.
it sounds good now.
Okay, then it was me.
Well, I wasn't sure because I'm, on my phone, so I'm like, I don't trust this.
Kelly Ranger says, I like your name too. Shizzy Wisdom.
It's pretty good.
Well, yeah. Thank you. No, it was one of those. You love the face on my profile. Oh, thank you. Tug, way great tonight. Very upbeat. Yeah, Tug is excellent people. What's her face? Sounds like she's calling in on a radio show. She is. She's calling in on this here radio show.
That's me calling in. Caller number 5.
Caller number 5. Number 9. Number
9.
And some people will get that reference. There might be some people here too young to understand that reference.
Probably. But you know what? I appreciate it. What did I win?
All my love, all my kisses. You don't know what you've been missing. Oh boy.
Oh, thank you.
This is awesome. Caller number 5. I love it. Yes. This is Rosalind Duke, you guys. The one and only.
I should probably change my name.
No, this works just perfect. Leave them guessing. like
That's
who's
me.
the hottie on the line? Who you talking to?
That's my alter ego.
It is her What's her face?
What's her face?
Rosalind, are you trying to trick us? Absolutely. She's always trying to trick you. She's very okay.
I'm tricky like that.
Yeah, and it's so all of this stuff that went down, and everybody's watching it, and commenting on it, and sort of moving on. But see, he didn't stop there, because then he started getting other people
right
to reach out and say, hey, you don't know me, but how, you're reaching out and you're talking with this person, and you don't know what kind of person that you're dealing with, and spreading their bullshit further and further. I think it was someone that showed up on my channel, the wonderful Lauren 90 showed up, and
I
she
love
was
Lauren.
yeah, she's absolutely adorable. And I think we were reading the deposition, and she got reached out to by what is it, Marla Huge or something like that. Got reached out to, and she was like, who in the hell is this? I was like, I'm sorry, Lauren. She goes, I don't even know anything about this case. I don't care. It's like
well, it's the peripheral people, right?
Right.
I'm like, it's not even about you. You don't even go here.
Yeah. Like she's just like, I'm doing my own thing. Why are these people reaching out to me? I had to apologize to her. I'm like, yeah, they're idiots. They don't know any better. Thank you so much. That was for you. Well, I will have all the white covered up on this helmet before you know it. Thank you so much, Spin Dr. D.
I'm not touching that.
says I was caller number 5 and won an America album. Does that mean I'm old? No, it doesn't mean you're old. Not at all.
You're only as old as you feel.
The Cajun Bayou Queen, she says, Sim Bubbles over lots of ways he can be missed. Just kidding. Oh, yeah, if you know, you know.
That's right.
Oh my. That one was for you right there. Oh, sorry. That one right there. The purple one. That one was you.
It's playful.
Ah, yes. Well, and so he did respond after I responded with that email. And his response was pretty short, sort of like him. And he was, I guess he was offended or stupid or something. He says, Bubbles, this is me. Well, Sissy, the story is really simple, and it's not a conspiracy. You profit off of cyberbullying.
I can't. I just can't. I can't with the bullying. I can't. I'm like, how old are you? 8?
Yeah. Cyberbullying. You talked about me on the internet. You made me look like a dumbass. I've been cyberbullied. What you do is not legitimate commentary. Really? He just now figured this shit out. I was like, oh God, you just figured out that I don't do legitimate commentary. You are a fucking genius. Coverage of a public interest story, parody, or anything else. Well, it's all parody. It is all coverage of a public internet story. And no, I'm not legitimate at all. Like, I think I was an illegitimate child. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to ask my father. He would know. Parody or anything else.
I have the fortune of being the surprise baby, so I know I wasn't necessarily. Well, maybe I was. Maybe I was an accident. I don't know.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm just, only 10 years younger than my next sibling, so whatever. Surprise! You got a smart ass.
Oh, I'll tell you, one of my friends, he was a birth control baby. Mom was on birth control, and next thing you know, boom, there he was.
Oops.
Oh yeah, they were just. Well, they were just like, we just want to have one child. That's literally what they wanted, was one child, and all of a sudden she ended up pregnant again. It was like, oops, crazy. Oopsies. Yeah, that he was that 0.9%, 0.1% of the world that could get pregnant on birth control. Rosalind and my relationship, I tell her what to wear. She completely ignores me, and we don't sleep together. In other words, we're practically married.
Zach, you can't tell our secrets.
You're not supposed to be giving it away, buddy. And I'm just saying that, a lady has to have some sort of secrets.
I thought you were telling me what you were wearing, not what I was supposed to be wearing. Oh no.
The 90 and the G-string and all that.
Oh God, yeah. I'm like, Jesus,
I'm sorry, Zach.
telling me what he was wearing.
Well, he just can't help it sometimes.
Well, I told him what I was wearing, and then he told me what, I don't know. It was very confusing.
Oh, my brother, Yamaha biker. How you doing, brother?
Hey,
In Bubba's
Yamaha.
defense, I think there's been a misinterpretation. Understand, he's not an ambulance chaser. He's a ambulance chaser.
Ambulance chaser.
Oh my gosh. How are you doing, brother? It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, Yamaha.
Yeah, I'll send him an invite, but he may be too busy to jump on. If he is, there's never any hard feelings.
It's blueberry harvesting season.
It's blueberry harvest season. That is true. It is blueberry harvest season. So I never pressure anybody.
No, he's got a lot of work to do. He's got to shine those blueberries up.
Mm-hmm. He does.
I do actually. Sadly. It's weird. The internet's a weird place.
It is a weird place, but I'm weird along with them, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
So he continues on your channel over the last 2 months period. Your live streams have really exceeded 300 views, except for your What the Hell coverage, which typically receives several thousands. In fact, your first foray into What the Hell's got 13,000 views. um my first foray, I believe that we started covering the deposition. Like, and I had a panel on that night. It was exactly blueberry season. We had a panel on that night, and 300 views. You know, for a channel that has less than 1,000 people is not bad, right? I would
Right. It's
think.
not bad. It's
I
not bad.
mean, you know, I think I was still sitting at about 700 or 800, and my push was sort of before the end of the year to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
Um, you know, subs. I was like, sweet, I'll get 1,000 subs. You know, and this will be awesome. And what the hell's actually sort of brought up my viewership, and I got more views and I had more people come in, and I still covered the same stuff that I was doing. And then
Hmm.
I think it was like once a week or something like that, I was covering the Halo stuff.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
oh, has he answered me? No, now he has henchmen coming after me. You know, he's that this is you have to understand the kind of person that he is. He attracts crazy people. And so now all the crazies are reaching out to me and telling me, you know, that I've got everything wrong, which I don't care if I got everything wrong. They can go, you know, they
It,
can go part.
it's sort of like dog fur to a black sweater.
Yes. Yes. One of those Siberian huskies, you know, to a black
Yeah.
sweater,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
white cat, you know,
Yeah. It's just
just
kind of all over you. Like
you just
it's in
can't
your
go wrong.
nose, it's in your ears, it's in your mouth a little bit, which is weird, but
Makes you
you
want to
know,
throw up, you
yeah,
know,
it
just
makes me want to
a
throw
little,
up a little bit.
you know.
I throw up a little bit every time I think about it, actually.
Well, I never realized that my What the Hell got 13,000 views. I really didn't. I
Oh,
honestly,
wow.
that would have been news to me. And then, of course, he says, I have not threatened you. I have not begged to come on your stupid channel. Yes, you did. Uh, Need I remind people? Need I remind people? And I can pull this all the way back up. In the very first thing, he says right here, he says, I hope you consider changing your approach covering this story. Will invite me to address this story from the other side, and in particular, this deposition Hale's broadcasting it at this time. Invite me on. Right there.
Mm.
That's what he wanted. He wanted to get on Shissy. He
Get
wanted to
on it.
ride on.
Get on it.
And I was just like, ah, but it's as simple as you choosing to participate in cyber harassment for whatever reason motivates you to do so. To use money, FOMO, whatever. Best regards, Bubbles.
I'm sorry, with your voice that you're doing and the way that you said that, it sounded like best artards.
Art arts. uh,
Best artards.
uh, Not to shatter anyone's dream, you were never the fifth or ninth or whatever number caller is, the old radio guy. You were a male caller, female caller from a certain part of the listening audience. Thank you, Stephen. Someone clip that.
Hey,
Well,
Zach. Well, go ahead,
and
clip
that
it. Go ahead.
well, and then of course, you know, stupid Dave chimed in, and he says this is the only Bubbles I know, and he sent some sort of YouTube link or something. I'm just like, okay. I still didn't know who Super Dave was. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. You think he can go piss off for all I care.
Oh,
And
wait a minute. His name is Super Dave? I thought it was Stuper Dave. Oh my God, I need to go change my entire video I just did.
that video was hilarious. Watch that.
I misspelled it.
It wasn't any big deal. I mean, that's just the way that it goes.
Super Dave.
Yes. Well, and of course, you know, it was ridiculous that he would even reach out to touch me. You know,
Ooh,
that's
ew. Ew.
yeah, that's what I said. You know, because it is creepy. Bubbles has a martyr victim head mentality. The world is against me. Bubbles is a hero, and legend in his own mind. Well, what little mind he might have left. After dealing with the Cankle Twins, I'm sure he doesn't have much left after that. You know.
Wow. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Okay. Could you imagine you decide to team up with some YouTubers and the ones you choose to team up with are the two leads?
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. Oh my God. That's like a fate worse than death.
Oh. Well, and I think that's why he was reaching out to everybody else, because he was like, "You're gonna leave me with the trailer park trash, the bottom of the barrel, that you can't even scrape the dregs of humanity from these people. Their intelligence is about that level of slime that you scrape off the bottom of your shoe after walking
Ew.
through a sewer." And you're just like,
Ew.
"What is that thing stuck to my bottom of my shoe? Oh,
Ew.
it smell. What's that smell coming from it? Oh, is that? Oh, I don't know what it is." But yeah, that's the level that he got.
Ugh.
And he's just sitting there going, "God, why won't anybody like halfway decent cover this?" And so then he reaches out to some local journalists or something like that. And of course, these journalists that he talks to are like, they've got like an ego complex that doesn't allow them the very simple process of using their brain, because they don't do any research on their own. They only
Yeah.
read what they're given. They don't dig into the story whatsoever. And that's not journalists. That's just people looking to make a name for themselves. They want to become famous. They're like, "Oh,
Did you hear that I'm now AstroTurf? Did you hear
you're
that?
AstroTurf?
Apparently, because I chimed
Shaved?
into
Is it
I,
shaved? I mean, do you like put in a nice little pattern or something? Or oh, I'm sorry. That we're talking about something. I'm such an retard.
um wow. Um okay, I'll see myself out.
Megan's Rumble exclusive with Flea #2 was hilarious. Oh yeah, the bootlicker. Oh God.
Ugh, God, that's
Oh,
ugh.
oh yes. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was absolutely hilarious. With
Ah,
the tossing of the sex toys.
mm,
Like,
mm.
and people call me a degenerate. It's just like, okay, if you
They
say so.
do? Tell me more. They call you what now?
Well, I don't know. They used to. I think I've
Oh,
stepped up. I think I stepped up in
yeah.
the world.
I
I
think
mean,
okay, yeah, maybe that's true.
it's like a stair stepper, you take a step up in the world and it just sort of goes down, and you take the next step and it goes, and
And
you
you
just
don't
keep.
really get anywhere.
No, you don't get anywhere. And you're all worn out by the end of it. You're just like, "Geez, can I just get a break?"
Right. Yeah. What's it all about anyway? It doesn't matter. And I think it's hilarious. A, a certain person sent me some clips from one of the two leads because I can't watch it. I just can't.
Oh
I
no.
do like that chick that I watched it so you don't have to.
Oh yes.
I do
Yeah.
enjoy her. She's fantastic. But somebody
Yeah.
sent me an actual clip of I think it was Bubbles trying to read about the mac and cheese case to the big Lee or the big flea, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And she couldn't follow along. And he was like, right? And she's like, right. And he goes, so what does it mean? And she was like, what? She wasn't even paying attention. She was bored. I died. I died. I died. It was
Well,
great.
that is their level of skill on that. I mean, and kudos to them. They've got a prospering YouTube something or other channel. I don't know. I mean,
Well, you know, I hope they make $1 million.
Yeah.
But I honestly,
I'm sure that their chat is welcome to help them out with that, because
sure,
that seems to be what
sure.
they're interested in. And there's always a grift. There always has to be a grift for them. Oh, raising money for this, we're raising money for that. We've got this thing that we're not doing it for ourselves, of course. We're doing it for somebody else. And then whenever people ask for the receipts because they're supporting this other thing because nobody wants to support them, sort of like their exes or something like that. They go, oh, we, we, we don't have to show that. That's none of our business. We'll email you if you donate. You email
But
us and
then we
we'll tell
won't.
you exactly
Yeah,
where
but
it's
then we
going.
won't. And then we have to call out everybody to call you out for calling us out. I mean, like it's the most bizarre.
Well, and
I
it
don't get it.
I did and see, that's the thing, is I guess they've got some obsession with Jeremy where they watch him nonstop all the time.
Oh,
And I just like I think I watched one. I was just like, okay, this is like pulling brain matter out that I don't have enough of. I can't do this. This is stupid. This is, their take on just about every single thing is either fabricated, made up, or just a wild conjecture. And I'm just like, oh, I just can't even. So I just avoid it, and the
yeah.
same thing with Darth Touch and what's the fat mongoloid's name?
Dick
I
Lickman,
forget. Oh yeah, that guy.
Dick
I
Sex Leah.
Yeah, I just
Oh no,
ignore him.
it's Dick Sex Licka. Dick Sex Licka.
Dick
Yeah.
Sims. I just don't. There's no reason to pay any attention to them because they're irrelevant in all of it. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's like trying to have a conversation with like
with me
well, no,
and
actually,
Artar.
no, no, you are way easier to have a conversation with. It's like somebody who they're just obsessed with. Okay, Dick Sexlica is obsessed with his penis, and I was like, I get it. You haven't seen it in years, and I
That's
understand
true.
you're worried. Is it even there? Like you don't know, and you probably pee sitting down, and that's fine. But
It's okay.
seriously, enough with like the sex jokes. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He'll probably end up in a lot of trouble for the prom stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's now he's not posting that anymore. He's just doing
Oh, oh,
other things that are just as vile. But I'm like, is that all you got? Is that all you got?
I mean, you remember what was that Jib Jab? You remember Jib Jab back in the
Oh
day?
yeah, Jib Jab. I love
Okay,
Jib Jab.
that he's still in that mindset.
Hmm. That's
That's
his
his
AI.
level.
Yeah.
That's his AI. He
Yeah.
really has no skill whatsoever,
Right.
or original thought. I mean,
No.
because
No.
and see, the bad part about people like him is he has to make fake accounts to follow himself.
Wait a minute. He has fake account?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know this? Yeah, he got in trouble
No.
because he created a whole bunch of fake Facebook accounts and was attacking political rivals.
Oh, was that what he got in trouble for? Is that why
No,
he got sent to
one
the
of the things
popo
he got in trouble
in
for, that
the
and
Sing Sing or wherever he got sent to?
oh no, he got in trouble for selling fake metal. Like, he was saying that this metal was worth more, and he had it all set up where they were sending shipping containers over to China, and it caused an international incident that could have caused a bunch of trade relations, or Japan, I think either China
Okay.
or Japan. It was an Asian country. Yeah, and that's what caused him to have to end up living with his mother still.
Right.
Rosalind is the
With his
best
mom?
avatar ever. Yes, Rosalind is the best avatar ever, Spin Doctor. Yes, he lives
Thank
with his mom
you.
because they took everything away from him.
Oh, that's
They fined
nice.
him 5 million, I think is what it was. That doesn't include court costs and all that kind of shit. And he's probably trying to collect early Social Security, and they're probably denying him
Okay.
that too.
Have you ever seen Wedding Crashers?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Will Ferrell living
Mhm.
with his mom.
Oh no, this is worse. This is worse.
But it's like, oh, maybe some sloppy jokes.
Step Brothers.
Oh, no, it wasn't Step Brothers. It was no, it was Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, Wedding
He was
Crashers.
like
But I'm just saying, Step
goat,
Brothers had
the
the
goat.
sort of the same thing. He's still living with his mom.
Oh yeah. Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Well, both of them were, so there's that.
Did someone say Asian country? Well, it wasn't North Korea or South Korea, but it was, I believe it is either Japan or China that
Oh,
they
was
were
Connor in
sending.
the chat?
Yeah, Connor's in the
Connor's in
chat.
the
Hey,
chat.
Vice
Hey,
baby.
Connor. Good to
Yeah,
see you.
good people. Yeah, so he did cause a lot of problems, and that's why he's living with his mom now. And it's fine. You do stupid things and you win stupid prizes. And trying to be fake mafia, and it's like he talks big, but the only thing that's big is his gun. He can't help it. It's just. No, he does go to the gym though, from what I understand. He goes to the gym because where else can you take, a hot shower with other men? He missed it. You might have I might have lost Rosalind. Hopefully not. She might be muted too. You never know. Ego? Yeah. No. No. He has to score roids. Just hanging, trying to look important, Vice baby. Yeah, why not? Why not look important? Okay, so after that little email that was sent, the last one where he was like, "Oh, that's me." Well, there was a response to that, and at this point I just called him Bubbles because I didn't really care. He seemed like a clown to me, and I responded with, "Dear Bubbles, I guess we need the music. Yeah, gotta have the music. Gotta have the music. Gotta have the music. It's so much more fitting. So much more fitting. All right. Dear Bubbles, there it is. The simple story narrative. I see you scaled back grand conspiracies in favor of a more streamlined attack. Efficiency is key. Efficiency is key, I guess. But let's dive into your very simple version of events because, as usual, it's not exactly grounded in reality. So, according to you, I profit off of cyberbullying. Well, that's rich coming from someone whose entire MO seems to be stirring up drama, throwing out baseless accusations. You say, what I do isn't legitimate commentary or coverage. Well, funny considering the thousands of people who tune in seem to think otherwise. Weird, huh? I guess they're all in on this cyberbullying too. That's you, chat. You're in on this. Must be a crowded ship. And look, I get it. We're really fixated on my view counts. I mean, you've crunched the numbers, so kudos on that. But here's the thing, Bubbles. If you think my entire existence revolves around what the hells, you really haven't been paying any attention. Sure, those videos get views, public interest, right? But let's not pretend like you haven't noticed the wide variety of content I cover. Covered the election, covered Crowder stuff just recently. I'm going to be doing some Alex Jones coverage pretty soon. It's going to be crazy. I've got lots of stuff. I don't know which one to add here. Here, I'll just add both. I'll see which one voices come out of. No voice. No voice. Sorry. I'll just leave both up there. It looks like I have a full panel today. I guess they're all in on the cyberbullying conspiracy too. Oh, look. Let's not pretend that you haven't noticed the wide variety of content I cover. I react to what people want to see. And if they're clicking on what the hell's videos, guess what? That's their choice. I know, you dumbass. It's a wild choice. And I know it's their choice. I know it's a wild concept. But viewers decide what they watch. It's shocking, isn't it? Now, as for this idea that I'm mocking, humiliating, and enticing strangers, buddy, that's a stretch even by your standards. My channel is about commentary, reaction, entertainment. If people want to interpret that as something sinister, well, that says more about their mindset than anything else. Maybe you should take a step back from the drama playbook and realize not everything is a targeted attack. Some of us just like to have fun over here. You should try it sometime. It might do wonders for your outlook. Oh, and I love the bit where you say you haven't begged to come on my stupid channel. Really? Because the energy you've been giving all feels a lot like someone standing outside the gates, nose pressed to the glass, just waiting for an invite. But hey, if you say you're not interested, I'll take your word for it, even though you keep emailing me about it. Weird flex, but shit, okay. As for the whole cyber harassment claim, sigh. You really need some new material. I get it that this is your go-to attack line, but it's starting to feel a little tired. Maybe, just maybe, the reason I react to things is because I enjoy it. And so do you, chat. You enjoy all of this. Not everything is about some deep, sinister motivation like fuse or fear of missing out. Sometimes it's just about the content. So, Bubbles, I appreciate your attempt at simplifying the world into good and evil, where I'm somehow the villain in your personal soap opera, but the truth is a bit more complicated than that. I'm just here doing my thing. If people want to watch, then that's great. If they don't, that's fine too. But your constant need to throw around accusations like cyberbullying just because you don't like what I do, well, that's a little bit dramatic even for you. Feel free to keep watching from the sidelines, Bubbles. But the storyline you're writing, it's not compelling as you think, and in yours in complete and utter non-FOMO, Shizzy Wiznut. Yes, that's what it was supposed to be. It was all supposed to be fun. They miss out on the fun. They think that I have some sort of hidden agenda, which I just don't. I mean, I do this and I enjoy it. And you guys enjoy it. You guys enjoy coming over here and listening to the stories and hearing all the crazy stuff going on, and we have a good time. We write cool songs and have a blast. And I appreciate every single one of you, because without it, this could be, quite rather boring. It actually would be quite rather boring if it wasn't for the chat. It would be just like me talking to myself somewhere randomly. That's how it goes. It says you got to have something connected there. We'll see what happens. It says, there it is. Now we got something.
Sorry about that.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I
don't know what happened. It's weird. It kicked me all the way out, and then it said you can't get in because you don't have an account. I do. I totally do.
Yeah.
So then I had to log in a completely different way. It was weird. Anyway, I'm so sorry.
No, don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. You can log in any way you want to.
Oh, thanks, babe.
And see, Elfie has it right. Humor is the true driving force behind all of this. It has been. My response in all of this has been from the get-go. I'm just having a good time, having fun with this. I don't take myself seriously, so why would anybody else take me seriously? I mean, I discuss serious stuff, but
I don't know why anybody takes me seriously. Ever.
I just it's amazing to me that this guy thinks that there's some sort of like big grand conspiracy going on in all of this. And it was the following month that I actually, he wrote something. I don't remember what it was. And I was looking for it. I couldn't find it all. And I was sort of trying to get these a little bit in order. And there is some more exchanges and letters that happened in between all of this. And I think I probably deleted them because I just was over his bullshit. I really
Hmm.
was. It was just like, I just don't care. I mean, now I've got, other people that are just as psycho as the rest of them, reaching out and wanting to throw their two bits in. I guess they want some sort of response. And just like I responded to one person today and then found out that they are an actual stalker and have spent time in prison for stalking. So I just don't I don't even I just don't even respond to them now. I'm just like, yeah, if you're gonna come in and you're gonna start like harassing and crap like that, I just expect to get ignored. I usually try to respond to people and be nice, but if you're going to come in and be an ass, then, well, I'll be an ass back and then you'll never hear from me again.
Right. Right.
I'm simple like that. I'm just a simple man.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, look, I can engage with you or I can pretend you don't exist. You got two options, figure out how you want to do it. So
Well,
I don't know.
well, and if it's people that want to be I guess reporters or something. I don't understand that. I don't understand people that want to be reporters. I really don't. I mean, I understand Megan is a reporter. She's been doing it for quite some time,
Right.
and then you get these people that use her name and try to attach to her because they've done some stuff with her in the past, and it's just like, yeah, but that doesn't. I guess it's a clout chasing thing. I don't know.
I'm not really sure. I mean, for a writer, he has a lot of misspellings, and also I've tried to watch. He keeps sending like little segments of things that I'm supposed to watch or we're supposed to watch. I don't know. I mean, it's like
I don't
I,
watch
I don't know.
anything.
I don't know who he's talking to. So I tried, and I was just like, I this is like I could fall asleep like standing up to this content. It's just like,
I couldn't
wow.
even fall asleep. I would have to turn it off because I find it annoying and boring. I really
Yeah.
do. I don't find any sort of intelligent thought behind any of it.
No.
It's a bunch of random thoughts slammed together in a toilet bowl that's been flushed around multiple times with one of those scrubber brushes. I can't remember what those things are called. Toilet scrubbers and then drank. I mean, that's what it is. It makes no sense. Why would you drink that there's chunks of corn in it, you disgusting human beings.
No. No, not the corn, Shizzy.
There's I swear to God, they're drinking the corn.
Don't drink the corn.
Big chunks getting caught in their throat.
Oh, shoot.
I just I I I just don't find them humorous or fun. They're disgusting,
No, no.
and
Well, I do find them kind of humorous, but not for the reasons that you would think.
oh.
Let's just say
Yeah,
Photoshop is fun.
explains the coughing. Well, yeah, usually the coughing is because they got a little kernel stuck in there, they're sort of like the human centipede of
Oh,
life.
no, don't. Oh, oh, shizzy.
They are. They are. And the more you feed
Okay.
them, the more they feed each other because they feed off of each other. They
Oh,
can't do anything but. It
I'm gonna vomit a little bit.
I wouldn't. They're
Wow.
hungry. They're
Oh.
hungry.
Mm.
Like
Okay.
they'll
I
be
will.
they'll be like Rosalind Mama Bird, come to
Don't get Shizzy canceled. Don't get Shizzy canceled. Don't respond. Don't respond. Don't get Shizzy canceled. Okay, I'm gonna zip it. I'm just gonna zip it.
yes. Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
well,
Okay.
you, you
I
got
got it together. I got it together.
you have to find humor in all of it. I mean, as much as if they had any intelligent takes on it, like actually reading the motions that are filed. But that's the problem. Even their reading comprehension is that level of, I think it's somewhere around the third grade level where their brains stop developing
The
or something.
comprehension, I can't with the comprehension. It's just so funny.
It's like because they're constantly going, "What does this mean?" And it's just like, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
Mm.
Like you,
I take no issue with somebody who is willing to say that they don't know what something means. I take no issue. It's when they think they know what it means and it's just
yeah,
dead wrong.
you're like, that's not, that doesn't say what you think it says.
What was it? Per perguri? Perguri? I can't remember. I can't even remember what they typed out.
Pecuniary.
No, it was supposed to be perjury, but they spelled it wrong.
I saw Valor News in here. Oh
It was
yeah, they spelled, yeah. Megan was talking about that. See, that's
yeah.
why I'm so out of the loop with stuff because because usually I've Gloria Bird, Doug Raid. Love it.
Tug Raid. Okay, welcome, Tug Raiders. Thank you, Tug Thugs.
Yes, and hit the like and subscribe if you can. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
welcome. There it is. Perjury. Perjury.
burgery. Oh, it just it's more like purgatory is what it is. I
Yeah.
don't I don't get, see, and that's the thing is like that's why I can like listen to Tug and Megan is because at least they keep me informed on what the other dumbasses are doing out there.
Okay, so here's what happened with me. I accidentally, commented on some groups on Facebook because I'm still on Facebook. Yes, I know, Slug, you're probably in here going, Grandma. But yeah, I'm still on Facebook because I have a lot of business on Facebook, so I have to go over there. But I've always been just me. Like I'm just me,
Yeah.
and I comment on stuff. Now all of a sudden, I'm I'm getting comments on all these posts and all this other stuff, and people forward me stuff on Facebook, and I'm getting friend requests on Facebook. I'm like, oh dear God. Like I I don't take Facebook seriously. Like it's just work. It's just work. But
Yeah.
now it's also stuff,
It's
which
all
is
humor.
it's kind of funny in a certain sense because I've got people with like the jurist is a friend of mine. I'm like, okay, you're the jurist, okay. Like all these weird names that I'm like, okay, that's from YouTube. That's totally from YouTube.
No, I have no friends on Facebook intentionally. Like if
I'm sorry, Shizzy.
no if people ask to
Everybody
friend me,
go and friend
no,
Shizzy on
no, because
Facebook.
I'm telling you right now, I will not accept your friend request. I will ignore
Shizzy,
friend requests. I do.
don't be lonely on Facebook.
Oh, I totally want to be lonely on Facebook. Like because I don't post over there, I don't stream over there, I don't do anything on Facebook.
Shizzy has no friends on Facebook.
Nope, not a one. Not one. It's awesome.
You know what? That's kind of goat. I mean, seriously.
It's intentional. It's like it's there, but it's like my OnlyFans page. I have an
Uh,
OnlyFans page.
and with zero followers.
I don't know. I don't go over there. Look. If you go to my channel, you can see
Go
all of
see
my
Shizzy's
links.
feet.
I don't even think I have a feet pic up there. I think my the cover picture is like a bunch of cats. Because isn't that what
Okay,
you're
well,
supposed to have on OnlyFans? Is a bunch of
I,
pussy?
I, ca- I can't make fun of OnlyFans because I was banned from OnlyFans. I can't make fun of that. It's embarrassing, but yes, I was banned from OnlyFans.
That's awesome. No, that's what I got over there. Just like a bunch of cats.
Oh,
on it. Like,
nice.
I don't even think I posted any pictures. I just have that there, and
You,
then I have a link to my YouTube channel in there. I
a
think.
bunch of cats and a link to you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh, how does one get banned from OnlyFans? That's what Vice Baby wants to know.
Connor, that's an offline conversation because it's too stupid to believe. I'm just gonna say it's so stupid. But
Oh,
my intention was good. It just didn't land. That's all.
it happens. It happens. Like I said, I created. I just like, well, let's see if I get monetized. I'll just live stream like onto OnlyFans the same stuff that I'm doing on YouTube.
Sure, why not?
Because I mean, it's for fans, right? That's what I thought.
Exactly. Well, only
Was
fans, actually.
yeah, just for OnlyFans.
Like
Like,
no haters, just fans.
yeah, just fans. I was like, this will be awesome, but for some reason they won't
Exactly.
monetize me because they don't believe that I'm a real person. I'm like, I'm totally a
Rude.
real person. I
Rude.
don't know.
Totally rude.
I guess they wanted some sort of content. They wanted a picture of my foot or something like that. I was like, no, you don't want to see that. Like,
Yeah.
like it's missing like 3 toes on one
Ew.
foot. I'm
I
kidding.
mean, I mean, I'm sorry.
No, I have all my toes. But I'm not going to let anybody know. I could have no toes for all you know, damn it.
No, okay. Screen name, no toes.
Screen name no toes. That would be hilarious. No, I never posted anything on there. It's just like I it was just like, oh, okay, well, let's do this out of a joke. And that's what I did. Was just did it as a joke. I was like, okay, I'll create it. And then I just kept the link up there in my bio. Just even more fodder for people to be like, I
Oh
wonder what
God.
Shizzy does with his OnlyFans.
I totally need
Nothing.
to add that I've been banned from OnlyFans to my bio. I forgot to do that.
Yes.
Damn, I'm
Yes.
missing out.
It is totally, it's just like it's
I mean, people
all
are going to want to know what I did from like September to October. I mean, what good is a resume with big holes in it?
exactly.
Oh dear. Oh.
Oh
Whew.
my God.
What were we
Uh,
talking about?
um, I don't know. Hey, Valley View, good to see you, Valley View News. Tubes has been after you to show that your ID. Nope, not showing it to him. Well, if you want to get monetized, you have to show it to them. Just saying, Valor. That's how it works. And they keep that stuff. Keep that stuff quiet. If you're getting monetized, that's all you have to do. Make sure you guys
Okay,
sub up to
Tricky
Valor.
Nikki, I will definitely write a book, but I'm not sure I'm naming it that.
He said big holes.
No, he says you should write a book, The Legend That Is Rosalind and How to Get Banned from OnlyFans. Too cool, too cool, too cool.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
Okay,
Oh my
that
gosh.
that will be my self-publish on Amazon.
Yes. I put Legend of Rose Rosalind. How to get banned from OnlyFans and 3 easy steps, or it has, it has to have a number on there, like in 5 easy steps or 3 easy steps
Five,
or
oh
something.
yeah, five. Well, actually, it was just one.
Five. But you had to take steps
One
first
step.
to get on OnlyFans, and then you had to do the work, and so you give them a step by step how to get banned from OnlyFans and 5 easy steps.
Right. Yeah. I'll have to think about what those steps were.
Oh, you know what they were.
Pretty sure it was just one, but that's okay.
You sure it was just one? But, we'll,
Well,
we'll, we'll,
it
we'll
just
let
took
their minds
one.
wander. We'll let their minds wander. Ma-
How to,
Mama
how to
Bear
get banned from
says,
OnlyFans with one step.
"Oh, that's awesome, Mama Bear She says, sorry, Shizzy, I am sending a note to Connor because I was so excited. I finally got my Legal Vices hoodie. It made
Oh,
it to me in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Thank you. Good luck with your channel. Love you, Shizzy. Thank you, Mama Bear. And no, definitely go sub up to Vice Baby. He does some great storytelling for you, and you gotta show some love to the kid. He's out there, living his best life, or attempting to. Hope so. I hope he's trying to
no,
live
it's
his best
great. It's great. I remember when I got mine in the mail, made me so happy. I get it.
life. Says internet joke, and it's PG-13. What's a deaf OBGYN called?
Lip reader.
You had to take a drink before you did that.
I did.
Thank you very much, Suzanne Bell. I appreciate you. Yes, it is. Reader. Ah, you could call a blind one that too.
Oh. Oh.
Uh, ooh. Please don't say big holes and OnlyFans in the same sentence. Thank you. Thank you, Asa, for the membership for 1 month. That's so funny. Please don't do
Oh
it.
no. I'm so sorry. I didn't. Oof. Did I
Oh,
say that?
oh, it's okay. It's okay. God, thank you for being a member here for 1 month. And
I don't
it's
want to scar your chat.
scar my chat. Jeez, if they're not scarred from me by now, I don't know what I've been doing wrong. Because I think I try to scar them on a regular basis, or score with them. One of the two. Not like
Uh-oh.
that. Yeah,
Hey.
you're still here.
Oh,
You
okay.
glitched out for a second. That was
Oh,
all.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ah, we well, and I wanted to just sort of take it all the way back to where all this had started, and the letters have just been forthcoming. I think I am on letter. Oh, geez. Once I started like paying any attention, by then I think I had like part 4 of the ongoing open letters to Ducey, because I realized reaching out to him and emailing back and forth doesn't work, because, like you said, he's the kind of person that wants to have the last word. So this way, I don't ever have to hear back from him. I just do it as an open letter, and it's it. That's it. Just an open letter, and have fun, and everybody gets to have a nice laugh at his stupidity. That works for me.
Well, if you can't laugh at stupidity, what can you laugh at?
Me, I hope.
Well, it's not where I
My
was going
wife
with
my
it.
wife doesn't find me funny, but you know,
Really?
well, yeah. I mean, whenever you run around the house, with just a sock on, she
Oh,
doesn't
I
find
would
that
think that was
funny.
funny. I would.
Well, she's going, now you got the dogs chasing you up and down the hallway. Stop it. I can't go to sleep. Why are you doing this at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Oh,
Sorry.
well, there's that. Wake me up with the naked sock running. Don't, wake me up in the middle of the night with it. But, early morning, fine. I get it.
Early morning, wake you up with the sock running. No, I wake her up with a nice hot cup of coffee is how I wake her up in
Oh,
the morning.
that's so sweet.
I've only poured it on her once.
You
It-
got me with that one. You got me. I
well,
didn't see it. I didn't see it
well,
coming.
it wasn't an intentional pour. It was more like I was holding the
Uh-huh.
cup, and then she
Uh-huh.
sat up too fast and the cup hit her and spilled on her, and I felt really bad about it. But yeah, I usually get up in the morning. I feed the pups, I make the coffee before I start feeding the pups. I start the coffee brewing and feed them, and then I go and like get ready for a stream. Like throw on, if I need to, throw on some clean clothes, and most of the time I don't have to because I just wake up and
Yeah.
stroll
Um,
stroll
um,
stroll along.
Stephen Bear, no, just no, no, no.
It's coming soon, way too soon.
Way too soon. No,
Oh, that would be
just no.
hilarious.
And
I mean,
I saw Melody earlier asked if I had been drinking tonight, or Melanie, sorry. I only had one margarita.
mhm.
It was the
And
size
how
of a bathtub, but just one.
just one. You should self-publish a book of your letters to Deuce Foreskin.
You
And
should.
sell it to my fans and everyone who follows what the hell's I could probably do that. I could probably do
Hmm.
that. But see, then
Hmm.
I would also have to put in there like an explanation for some of them because these, a lot of them are so far out of context that people don't understand what's going on with them. Like you have to know what actually happened in like a lot of times it might be a court case that I'm responding to. Sometimes it's just it's just usually a mocking letter. I can't wait till there's no white on your helmet. I think my new goal will be to find glitter stars. Ooh. And see,
Ooh.
you know what I need to do, and I keep forgetting to do this because I do have a PO box. I do have a
Hmm.
I keep forgetting to post it up on my YouTube page. I'm suck so bad. But I do have a place. Um, I do have a place that you can send me glitter stars. I
Oh,
won't use them. I'll throw them away. So don't send me glitter. It gets in every crevice.
that's the fun of it, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
it's not. You know how
Yeah,
hard
it
glitter
is.
would be to get out of my keyboard? No, no, no. That would be so bad. Then you would have to send me a new keyboard too. Send me glitter stars. Send
You
me a
could
new
get one of
keyboard.
those keyboard condoms.
No, because then they just stick to it.
Well, then
Then
you get a
that's
new
good. Then
one.
I've got it all over my hands, and whenever I'm like touching my wife, then it'll be all over her. And the next thing you know, it's like in crevices that you didn't know that you had.
The whole point of a keyboard condom is that you can clean it.
Yeah, but those things are made out of silicone, and silicone is
Uh-huh.
gets very very sticky from like just existing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that. Like the silicone is like some sticky crap. It's not soft. I mean, it's soft, but it's sticky. Yeah,
Say sticky again.
so sticky. So
Sticky.
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 You're from an island. Mother-in-law is from Victoria, Alberta now. Nice. Yeah, we got all kinds of lovely people here. Canadians and Americans,
Hey,
UKans,
Canadians.
and
We
we've
love
got
you
some.
here. I hope you know that despite everything that's going on, we love you.
Oh yeah, I do like to mock, like Trudeau, but he deserves it.
Well,
You
just
know,
Trudeau. Like every other Canadian, I think is darling. At least all
yeah.
the ones I've ever met.
I have no problem with Canadian people whatsoever. I don't have any problem with anybody really. I mean, except for the damn Yankees.
Damn Yankees. Anybody
Damn
north of
Yankees.
the Mason-Dixon line?
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
Um, yeah, there's also you got to have the mentality too. I mean, I've met people that are from the north that are pretty solid.
And that's one of the great things I think about YouTube is that we kind of find our community, and our community comes from all these little different nooks and crannies from all over the world.
Ooh,
And
yeah, say nooks
we
and
all
crannies
kind of
again.
nooks and crannies. Was was that sexy? I don't know. I don't, it
No,
doesn't sound sexy to me.
no.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's all these
Yeah,
people like we all kind of get each other or we don't. And,
Yeah.
we
And
kind
we
of
have fun.
vibe and we have fun together and we can be from opposite, you know,
Ends
points in
of the
the
planet.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of my favorite things about YouTube, to
Yeah.
be honest.
I mean, I had somebody that was in on one of the morning streams. It was from the night stream, and was just like, they were going off on, I hate this, political blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, but this isn't what my whole channel is about. This is just a piece of it, and nobody here, that just because you're a opposite belief of what I am doesn't mean that you're not welcome here. Nobody's going to give you a hard time. Go ahead, rage
Well,
out. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to agree politically. And if it really does bother you, then it's okay. Come back tomorrow night and I'll be doing something that's not political. Unless you see something that says it's going to be political,
it's
trust me, it's not going to be.
buckle up, Buttercup,
Listen,
right?
and somebody said that's sort of a really bad thing for a channel. Whoa, Shizzy, I'm a Yankee. That's okay, Wonderbender. You're still a lovely person. I love it. I'm actually a Yankee too. That I was born in the North. I moved to this. I've been living longer in the South than I've ever lived up north. So, and I've
Really,
lived everywhere.
he's been everywhere, man. Yeah, okay, anybody in chat
Feels
who
like
can list all the places where he's lived, go ahead. Let's go. One, two, three, go.
all the places where I've lived. Gee, I don't think I could even name all of them. It's
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
I think I have California, Arizona.
You've been to Arizona?
Well, no, I'm saying you. Where
Well,
have you lived?
I drove through Arizona to get to California, but I've never lived there.
I thought,
I
was it
have
named?
family there,
Okay, maybe that's what it was. Georgia, obviously.
obviously.
Um, I think that's all I've got.
Well, let's see. Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, New Mexico, Texas, Florida. Yeah, I've lived everywhere for a period of time.
Fun.
Yeah.
I've lived in Texas and Oklahoma for a minute. I got out of there as fast as I got in there. It was
Mhm.
terrible. There were skid marks. I was like, I
That's why
can't.
you're not on OnlyFans. Damn it.
Well, I meant like tire skid marks.
I know. I know. Well, I even lived
Wow,
on a ship.
wow. That's
I even
embarrassing.
lived on a
Okay.
ship for a period of time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were in the army.
Well, I was in the army, but I worked for the EPA for a period of time, which was based out of Baltimore. The company that I worked for, they weren't based out of Baltimore, but the ship that I worked on was based out of Baltimore. We went up the whole eastern seaboard, up into the Gulf of Mexico to the furthest point in Texas that you could possibly go, on a ship, and partially up the geez, Mississippi. Mississippi is pretty nasty down towards the bottom.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, came up through the Mississippi, and we were going to go into New Orleans, but I think Mardi Gras was happening at the time, and they were concerned. They were just like, yeah, we don't. Um,
Okay, settle in, chat. We're slowly transitioning to an episode of Tell Me Everything.
there is no. I mean, my wife was asking about some what was it? What was it the other day? She was asking about. It was something about how I ended up in Georgia, because I've been in Georgia since, let's see, 91. So I've been in
Hmm.
Georgia since 91. But my brain works in such a messed up way that I have a hard time like placing dates. Like, and
Right,
if
right.
I really have to sit down and think about it. Shizzy's
Hmm.
a fan. No. I do tell tales, but no, not much of a fibber on that. There might be a couple of tails that might be stretched a little tall, but I try not to
I,
fit.
I would say more of a sanguine than a fibber.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad was a sanguine.
Yeah, I just
He 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 could tell a story or two.
yeah, I just and some of it's quite comical, or I find it funny, and sometimes it just makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, my wife made that mistake of asking me what was going on in my mind one day, and she was very disappointed
Mm.
because my mind is constantly going like 100 miles an hour, and the things that I'm thinking about usually is not what's coming out of my mouth, and whenever it does come out of my mouth, it's usually probably pretty stupid. So
Well, well, and granted, but it's funny. The Duke always, whenever we're going somewhere, he likes to plan every single second out, and I'm like, I'm the antithesis of that. I'm like, I just want to go wherever the trip takes me. And he's like, I can't do that. I can't handle it. And it's like, look, I'm perfectly content with a can of corn and a bouncy ball. Like I'm good.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that could be why you got kicked off of OnlyFans too.
It might be.
Might be. Uh, no, but and
It's
that's
not.
sort of the way I am. Like my wife and me, I'm of the mindset, oh, because she wants to do more traveling out of country and stuff like that, and I'm fine with that, because you do sort of want to plan out where you're going to be and what you're going to do, but I'm also of the mindset of like, as long as I know where my plane lands and where I need to leave, unless there's some place that I want to specifically be,
Hmm.
um, then then I'm not really worried about it. Like, you know, like we did a balloon ride in France. It was absolutely wonderful.
Oh
Um,
wow, that
I
sounds
had a great
fantastic.
time. Oh yeah, we went down. What is it? And I'm going to say the name wrong, so forgive me. The Seine River.
The
Um,
scene. Hmm.
yeah. So along the Seine, like further up, and from where we were at, you could see 7 different castles.
Mm.
Um, it was really beautiful, and I actually have a video, I think, of part of that trip on the on my in my shorts or something like that. Not like that, but there is one of those. But then we did a trip to Italy, and the balloon ride that we took, the balloon crashed. Let's put it that way.
Oh
Um,
wow, that's
well,
fun.
he had to crash it because we would have gone into power lines had he not. Um, there was just no way around it. So yeah, we came in for a pretty hard landing on that one. It was a little touchy.
I
So
can
it
imagine.
completely different trip. And the one that we did that took us along the river was just really chill and sort of cooking along at a good pace, and different lifts and altitudes and stuff to sort of catch the wind and stuff. And there was a bunch of other balloons out there. um, and I've never done a hot balloon before, neither did my wife. We had a great time. So whenever we were in Italy, it was like, oh, cool, let's do that again. That was so much fun. There's just a place like right up the road from where we were staying. And so, yeah, that was a disaster. My wife was so pissed. She didn't even tip him. Uh, she
I can
had,
imagine.
well, yeah. I mean, she was just, and they were just really difficult to deal with too. The one in France, they set it up, and then they called us, because they keep in track with what the weather reports are doing. They said, yeah, well, we're not gonna do it tomorrow, um, or because we were expecting some really high winds to come in, and we don't think it'd be safe, so we're going to cancel it. But we'll schedule it for the next day if that's fine with you. If not, we'll just refund your money back. And she was like, oh, that sounds good. So instead of doing a morning one, we ended up doing an evening one because they called us up because it was supposed to be in the morning, and they said there was too much high winds, and they said, no, we're not doing it. And then they called us back up sometime in the afternoon and said, we do have an opening spot in the evening if you're up for that. And so we did the evening one.
Wow.
Like they were really easy to coordinate with, but this other one, they were just like, it was like two guys in a truck, you know.
Oh
Was
dear.
like it was if you know, if you know, you know,
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know what you
like two random people in a truck that show up that, you know, they just throw your furniture in there and
mean.
go,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
You
if
don't
it
want you
breaks,
don't
it
want them in your
breaks.
house, let alone manhandling your things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Grandma's, you know, 200-year-old you know, dinette set. You don't want them handling it because, you know,
No.
you just saw how they tossed a chair in there. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
crazy
No, little
stuff.
little known fact about me is I've actually been in a plane crash. Um, I was dead asleep. I don't think I've ever slept on another plane ride since,
Wow.
but just jolted and uh, to people screaming, "Run!"
Wow.
The landing gear malfunctioned, and so we skid along the runway, and
Wow. That was
nothing.
you?
Not recently. This was back, God, 100 years ago. Um, back when they were just, inventing flight. But yeah, I think I was 17. Yeah, and it was just like we hit and you bounce pretty damn hard, like just out of your chair,
Oh yeah.
and and you're like, what the hell? And the flight attendants are like, run. There wasn't any organized, like calm, like, okay, proceed slowly to the exit. It was like, get the fuck out of here. So yeah. So I
Oh,
think my odds are pretty good. If you want to fly with me, your odds are really good.
oh,
Can't, can't happen twice, right?
well, a buddy of mine, his sister, her first husband and her, and it was his father and his mother, and they'd been married for a short time, not very long. And I'm trying to think if it was the father that was flying or if it was like a charter jet, or not jet, but just a like a prop plane, enough to seat, you know, I think like five people, you know, pilot, co-pilot, or
Hmm.
pilot, and then somebody was sitting in that seat. Then there were two other people in the back seats and two more people in that seat, so it could seat six people. And she was trying to put on her belt, and every time she would try to latch it in, it wouldn't latch in. And she
Oh
was
wow.
just like, yeah, my belt isn't latching, I can't do it. So her husband said, well, just let's just swap seats and, you know, it'll be fine. And the plane went down, and she was the only one that survived, and
Oh
she was found hanging upside down in a tree,
oh my
in
gosh.
her with her belt on.
Wow.
She was the only one that survived in that plane crash. And she, you know, she did get remarried. I think she was young then, but she passed. I think it was about 5 years ago. You know, old age kind of thing does happen. But she went on to, you know, work for some big drug pharmaceutical company, and, you know, made lots of money and all that kind of stuff. Really smart lady, but it was just sort of sad. You know, it's just like, wow, you know, yeah, she didn't fly after that.
Well, I will say that I do have a little bit of an issue when I fly, a little bit of nerves, but otherwise I'm fine. It's like, okay, here, okay, we're going in for the descent, and we're about to land. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
piloted by piloted by the Wright brothers. Yes, exactly.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, that stuff is heavy. Yeah, I mean, like, there's those times in I think everybody's life where you do see your life flash before your eyes. Um, like driving from Houston to Austin. I was in a U-Haul. Well, I think it was a Ryder truck. Yeah, it was a Ryder truck, big yellow Ryder truck. And we had all of our gear loaded up in it. We had the sound equipment. This thing was overloaded. I guarantee it was overloaded. And that road that goes from Houston, from Dallas down to Austin. I don't remember the interstate, but it's like 2 lanes. And
35. Yeah.
yeah, and we're cooking along at probably about 80 miles an hour coming out of Dallas, heading to Austin. We're supposed to be there that night, and I come up over this little rise, and I was following the rest of the band in a van. I had the roadie in the passenger seat with me, and the van all of a sudden made a hard jerk because traffic was stopped in one lane because there were mowers. And all I saw was I had a dump truck cruising along at the same speed I was next to me, and the van cut in front of him and just kept on going because that's all he could do. And me, I had this dump truck next to me, so I jerked the wheel the opposite direction and got into the grass in this loaded down Ryder truck, locking my brakes down as best as I could as I'm pumping the brakes. And in my mind, I was screaming at the top of my lungs, like all kinds of obscenities. And I stopped like 2 feet away from a mower. And dude
Wow.
had already jumped out of the mower because he thought I
I'm
was going to
sure.
smash into it. Because all he saw was a bunch of dust and grass and shit come flying up, and this huge Ryder truck hauling ass towards him. And as soon as I come to a stop, there was an opening, and I just turned into it and drove the rest of the way to Austin. And the roadie that was with me had wet himself. Seriously, had, had,
Oh,
had wet himself. He didn't say anything the whole trip. I just asked him, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yes," and that's all he said. And we got to Austin, and the rest of the band had said that they saw the dust and everything flying, but and they had actually pulled off the side, and whenever they saw me go past, they were like, "Okay, well, he's fine." And we got there, and my hands wouldn't stop shaking because I
yeah.
heard it.
Yeah.
It was so harrowing because
Right.
like like 80 miles an
Right.
hour to a dead stop in grass, and hauling
Yeah.
all the equipment. And the roadie looked at me, and he goes, you've got balls of steel. He goes, I said, what are you talking about? That scared the shit out of me. You didn't hear me
Right.
screaming? He goes, no, you didn't say a word. He goes, you just had this look on your face of utter and complete peace.
Right.
And you were concentrated, and then you just turned like into traffic and kept going. He goes, I wet myself.
I
Which
wet myself.
I wet
You
myself.
need
He
you need
goes,
to make some merch out of that.
well, and but I mean, in my mind, it was not like that. In my mind, it was like I was screaming all kinds of obscenities, and
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I was in an accident. Gosh, it wasn't even that long ago. It was probably about 10 years ago. And it wasn't even an accident. I hit nothing. But I can remember that like moment when you realize stuff's about to go down. And I swear to God, the steering wheel got like 5 times as big. I felt like I was standing up in the car. It's just what it felt like. I know I wasn't, but it's what it felt like. I mean, like time slows down, everything slows down, and you're just
yeah,
like holy fuck, what is about, sorry, what
No,
is
you're
about to
fine.
happen, and you're just trying not to crash. And it's,
Yeah.
just by the grace of God or whatever it is, whatever you believe in happens in that moment. And it's fine. But afterwards, yeah, I was rattled. I was rattled. I mean, like legitimately rattled because I had like four of my favorite humans in the car with me. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that just happened.
Well, I was more worried about the gear than the truck. That was the thing. It was like, shit,
Wow.
this is gonna suck. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it was just
It's
I mean,
amazing where
everything
your mind
was
goes. And one of my friends that was in the car, when we finally came to the stop, she was like, let's do that again. And I was like,
like, let's
fuck,
not.
fuck off.
Like, oh hell no, no.
I'm never driving again.
Well, I did that at 19, but you also have to remember, I was a mechanic in the military. I operated on anything that was under 5 tons. So and plus grew up around my grandfather driving tractors and trucks. I mean, he had this old Ford that had 2-speed rear axle, and at 13 you just don't really think too much about it. You're just like, okay, 2-speed rear axle. So yeah, that's what that button does is it shifts the rear axle. Okay, that sounds cool. you know, just
Yeah.
like, and you just, that's,
What do I
so, I
know?
mean, I grew up around like big trucks, and driving like heavy equipment. So, handling something like that wasn't a big deal to me. It's, you know, but I'd never been, you know, in a wreck like that.
Yeah.
Well, almost a wreck like that. I mean, I've wrecked multiple times since then. That's how I got this like scar right here on my forehead. Yeah, not wearing a seatbelt, not RX-7, and you hit a tree at 40 miles an hour, an oak tree at 40 miles an hour. It tends to leave a dent in your head. Just uh, you
You
hit
know,
a horse at 130 with your 68 goat. Oh my God. Are you that
oh,
guy? Are you that guy? Was it your horse and did it cave in the front because we might be related by marriage only, of course. Because
David, what were you doing?
well, at 130 miles an hour, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, he had a 68 GTO and he hit it at 130 miles an hour. I mean,
Jesse.
I got pulled over for speeding out of Fulton, Georgia, doing well, I don't know because the speedometer said 80. It
Stay
it
out of
only took
Fulton
a
County.
no, not Fulton County. The Fulton County is Atlanta and some surrounding areas. I was
Uh-huh.
in Fulton, Georgia, which is right outside of Macon. So you come outside of Macon, and I stopped to get some gas and got on the interstate and then punched it. I had a what is it, a 73 Plymouth Satellite with 318 in it. And I hadn't ever opened it up, like really opened it up. I kept it around the speed limit and I opened that thing up. Oh, it was glorious. It just floated. It was wonderful. Of course, I did it in front of a cop that was in like some
Oops.
little 6-cylinder, interceptor or something. And I blew his doors off. I mean, I blew his doors off, and I actually slowed down whenever I got away from because it was just a bunch of fucked up traffic, like this 18-wheeler, and I just opened it up. There was no traffic, and once I got past, it was like open road. I was like, well, shit, let's just go.
Yeah.
And I was keeping an eye out for like cops or anything like that because you get really with those speeds, you start like hyper focusing on stuff. It's
Oh,
pretty
sure.
cool. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so I slowed it back down because I was starting to get into a little bit more of a populated area, and I look up and I see these lights sort of bobbing along, and I was like, oh, it must have been somebody that I just blew past, and they decided to do the same thing. And so I got over into the slow lane, and all of a sudden this car pulls up next to me. It backs off. It gets behind me, and then the lights come on. I was like, oh, shit. And he pulls me over.
Oopsie.
Goes, do you realize how fast you were going? I said,
Yep.
officer, I was going way too fast. He goes, yes. He goes, but I'm going to write you a ticket for crossing the gore. And here's my number if you ever want to sell that car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was cool. So I did get a ticket. He goes, and please don't fight it, or else I will bring up the speeding issue in court. So I got a ticket for crossing the gore. You know, it's where the two white lines meet
Wow.
up. You're not supposed to cross over that. You can get a ticket for it. But yeah, so I can understand why you would hit a horse at 130 miles an hour. That's not unimaginable.
Yeah.
I've ridden through Atlanta on a motorcycle doing well over 160. So
Mm-mm.
yeah,
No, thank you.
Got from the airport to like around Peachtree Cab Airport in like 10 minutes, something like that, 5 minutes. I don't know. That was pretty cool. I was racing my buddy, having a blast on a couple FJ1200s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Future dead man.
Yes, he gave me a lesser violation. Yes, he did. He was very kind. I don't, and see, now that I'm older, I'm just like, God, how did I ever survive this freaking long? What a dumbass.
I ask myself that almost every single day.
I just don't do it anymore. I'm just like, I mean,
No,
sure.
it makes me treasure every day even more. When I think about how stupid I used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've ridden back from Rome, Georgia with my wife on the back of that same motorcycle, and she fell asleep on me.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't know she was asleep
Oh,
because she kept hitting me in the back of the head with her helmet. I'm like, why does she keep doing that? And I'd reach back and I'd like touch her leg, and and then she would like, she'd like rub my sides a little bit or whatever, because I was wearing leather, and so she would just like, I could feel her pinch the sides a little bit, and I'm like, okay, she's okay.
and
I'm like, and then so we get back, and I'm hauling ass. I mean, I was probably, well exceeded the speed limit. I won't say how fast I was going. And I got back and got off the motorcycle, and she was just like, oh my God, thank God. That's just such a long ride. And she goes, I kept falling asleep. I was like, is that why your helmet was hitting mine? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. If you would have fallen off, you would have been like mincemeat, woman.
yikes.
No, she doesn't ride on my motorcycle anymore. She's just like, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. She can't last more than like an hour on a motorcycle. And I've taken that motorcycle up to Virginia and like Florida, and been up to Indiana and Kentucky. And did I ride it up to Illinois one year? I'm trying to think. No, that was the year that that I got to Chattanooga and found out I had a flat tire. I was like, why is my thing start feeling? And I guess I picked up a nail somewhere along the way. So I pulled in and found a little auto zone or something like that, and put a plug in it, which you're not supposed to put plugs in a motorcycle tire. Okay. But I did put a plug in it and aired it back up. The air held, and I just took my time getting back, and then swapped out and took a car.
Wow. I mean, what a charmed life you've had.
Yeah. No, I like to travel. I like to go places. I enjoy the trip more than I enjoy sometimes getting there. Does that make sense?
See, I enjoy being places. I do not enjoy getting there.
No, I see, like, now I don't like long drives. Don't get me wrong. I don't like long drives unless it's like somewhere like in the mountains or something like that, or you've got some sort of scenery where you can like appreciate like
Sure.
how
Sure.
vast and large the world is. Like I have great appreciation for that.
Yeah.
So it's just, I can be sort of like in my own thoughts. There was this, and I saw this challenge that they had, like it's supposed to be the world's quietest room that like Microsoft developed or something like that, where it's like negative decibels. It's so quiet that you can hear your own heartbeat and this kind of stuff. And I guess the challenge was if you could stay in here for an hour, you would win like $5 million. I was like, shit, make it two. Give me 10 million. I could do that.
Right.
like, like I have no problem with that. I can be alone in my own thoughts. It doesn't bother me at all.
See, I don't like to be alone with my own thoughts, hence YouTube.
Mm. No, I really don't have any problem with it. I would just, because I would just talk to myself and probably respond to myself. They would think I was batshit crazy or something. I guess it's like complete seclusion or something where they turn off the lights. I was like, well, if you're going to do that, then you just put me underwater, like in a chamber or something like that. Same difference.
My dad had a really fun saying. It's like, it's fine that you talk to yourself, just so long as you don't ever ask yourself, what did you say?
Yeah, I've never done that.
Wait, what?
You talking to me? What did you just say? Don't make me kick your ass. Oh.
Exactly. Exactly.
then you know something's wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in on this wild, crazy stuff. Make sure you go and sub up to this lovely Rosalind Duke here. She is an
Thank you.
absolute sweetheart, and show her some love. And I will tell you, we will be continuing on with the letters. Maybe tomorrow, unless something else hits my fancy. I just had to go back and because I had looked at these emails in forever and sort of see where all this crap came from. There was just so much. There was so much there that I really wanted to sort of see what was it, and what is the things that he's saying now that wasn't saying then. And his story hasn't changed. I'll grant him that. It's the same narrative that Bubbles has had the whole time, that he has this really deep-seated feeling for Jeremy. I think he should explore that somewhere. Maybe like a Russian bathhouse or something like that. But
Ooh.
I don't think Jeremy feels the same way about you, Bubbles. So you should maybe experience that on your own. Thank you so much. That one right there is for you, that little blue one. Thank you, Sticky Widget. I appreciate you. Everybody have a wonderful night. And
Good night,
I will
everybody.
see you guys on the flip side. Now, there's Rosalind Duke's thing. See, you can show her some love.
See you in the tubes.
See you guys soon. Peace, y'all.
Oh, you thought I was done? Bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free. It's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh
Oh, shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Pop a nut, shizzy daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Pop a nut, shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Pop a Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Gundam will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.
Hey,